Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I am going to present the material about interview in qualitative research. In this time, there are 3 points that will be explained. The first one about what is an interview, and the second one is what are the different types of interview, and the last one about what are the criteria of a good interview questions. According to Robert Wood Johnson Foundation 2006, interview involves asking questions and getting answers from participants in a study. Interviewing has a variety of forms including individual, face-to-face interview, and face-to-face group interviewing. The asking and answering of questions can be mediated by the telephone or other electronic device. So the interview is the process of collecting data for a study conducted by questions and answer to respondents. So the meaning can be constructed in a particular topic. Quite difficult to design good questions, and it will taking the time to get them right. So there are some important things to conduct a good questions. The first, will these questions get us the information that we need? It means that you have to make a questions relevant to your topic so you can get the information. And the second one is, are they easy to understand? Are any of them confusing? You have to make a simple questions. I means the participant must understand what do you mean. Try to make a question according to the level of understanding of the participants so that easy to understand. And the third one, do they flow well from one topic to another? It means that the question should relate it. And the last one, have we missed anything? Make sure all the questions cover all the information that you need, so you not miss anything, any information that you want. A pilot test should always be conducted with a small number of people before the study or the research. This will allow modification of any badly worded or confusing questions and improve the validity of the process. And types of interview. Types of interview. There are three major categories of interview according to Holloway and Wheeler, 1996. The first one is structured interview. Structured interview is contains a number of questions that have been planned before. Each participant is asked the same question in the same order. Usually in structured interview, use the question about what, where, who, when, and how, and it calls 5W plus 1H that usually we know. For example, in the research, the interview asked the participants like when the incident happened, why the incident happened, and who was the victim in the incident, like that. So this process can take a relatively short time because it is discussed according to the research topic being made. And the second one is semi-structured interview. This type of interview is included in the in-depth interview category because in practice it is fewer than that structured interview. Because the purpose of this interview is to find out the problem is more open by the way the participant asks for their opinions and ideas. question sequence is not the same for each participant depending on the interview process and answer each individual. Although the interviewer aims to get participant perspective, they must remember that need to control themselves so the research objective can be achieved and research topic will be explored. And the last about unstructured interview. Unstructured interview is an interview that is free in a way researchers didn't use interview guidelines that had been structured, systematic, and complete for the data collection. In unstructured interview, the interview guide use is only an outline of the problem to be asked. This type of interview is flexible and researcher can follow the interests and thoughts of participants. Researcher free ask a variety questions to participants in any order depend on the answer. And the last criteria of a good interview questions. The first, most relevant to the topic, and there are open-ended questions. Why open-ended question? Because open-ended question used to allow people or participants to tell their story in their own words. And interview questions should be clear, short, and conversational in tone. And the last, they are applicable. It means that good interview questions need to be tailored to what the respondents have the knowledge to answer. I think enough for the explanation about the interview. And if there is a mistakes, I apologize. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.